Alright. I said I was going to get better at doing pregnancy vlogs. I obviously didn't. My last one was at 31 weeks, and I'm almost 38 weeks today. I'll be 38 weeks Sunday the 13th. My last vlog I was talking about not sure about the RhoGAM and all that. So I don't remember whether I brought it up at the next appointment or if the midwife I saw did. But then she gave me like a ton of information and I couldn't decide whether I wanted it or not, and I ended up leaving and going back and getting the RhoGAM shot. My last appointment, which was last week, I saw like the owner, the midwife who started the whole birth center, and she was glad I got it. She said that's one of those things that they don't like to tell you what they want you to do, but they want you to make informed decisions, which is good. And but she was saying that she was glad I got the RhoGAM shot, but I got it so late that I'm gonna have a false positive. It could be false, or it might. Well, it'll be positive either way, whether it's real or not. Anyway, I didn't have my list of what to go over, so I had to watch my last vlog. So I'm kind of hitting the same things. Jessie is doing a lot better about having a baby, brother or sister. We asked him the other day if he was going to have a brother or a sister, and he goes, "Surprise!" Which is really funny. I don't know if he's heard us say that we were having a surprise, or if he was just wanting to let us know that he knew the surprise face at just that moment, but it was really funny. Oh, the color is really bad. But this is where I sit most of the day. And so this is where I'm comfortable. Even though the light makes me look extremely white. I mentioned in my last vlog I was having protein in my urine, which I think I've had a clear protein once since then. I did have a glucose scare. It went from nothing to almost black on the little reader thing. And then, so then I had to do the glucose test. I did a 3-hour one, and I passed, but they just still weren't exactly comfortable. Well, they didn't know I passed right away anyway. So then I had to take a glucometer home and test my blood after every meal, and when I woke up, and that wasn't really fun, and I ended up keeping it for a while. They brought it to me at my home appointment. I've only had one home appointment. I'm having a home birth. Only had one home appointment. Whatever. I don't care. My house is almost as clean as it was when I had the home appointment, which I didn't know about till the day before. So just nesting kind of comes and goes. I can catch up on the house when I'm doing good. So yeah, I had the glucometer for a while, and then I got a horrible cold and was having glucose scores all over the place. I kind of figured out what bothers me and what doesn't, and I told them I didn't want to test my blood anymore. And they were fine with that last week. I think the midwife I saw today is the one who's like most cautious about it, so I'm not sure she was really thrilled about it, but she was pleased with. They always ask me what I ate in the last 24 hours, and so I told her, I was pretty honest. I told her yesterday I had cake and I had Fruit Loops for breakfast, but I felt fine, and I didn't have any glucose in my urine this morning. So I guess she's okay with it now. I don't think she was thrilled when I went in and she didn't know anything yet that I don't know. Whatever. My last vlog at 31 weeks, I was mentioning how I had been having contractions, which have continued. They got better. I mean, not better, but, you know, they went away a bit when I was eating healthy. Not as strong as they were when I first started having them at 31 weeks. 30 weeks, I think I started them. But now they're back. But I'm 37 weeks, so it kind of makes sense they're back now. The other day, after asking for the timer thing online, I timed them for about an hour. I had them 3 minutes apart. Some were bad, some weren't. And I knew they were going to go away. I really don't know if I'll know when I go into labor. At my appointment today, Nick was smart. He asked about having the birth tub and whether we would have that. Excuse me. Whether we would have that with us or if they were going to bring that. Because, like, from what I understood, they were going to bring it. But that's what they do with first-time moms whose labor is longer. They said no, that we would have it and we would, so we could fill it when I went into labor, and I could use it before they even get here. So we'll get that at my next appointment, which is supposed to be next week, but they didn't have any openings. Well, they did on Monday and Tuesday, but that would be like a 4-day gap between my appointments, if that. No, like a 3 days, 2 or 3 days between appointments, so it didn't really make sense. So they skipped me over a week to the next week. I kind of wanted to have my baby next weekend, but oh well. If I do, I won't have a birth tub, and I won't have my emergency information filled out. That's another thing. They wanted me to have, well, at my last appointment, they wanted to fill out this emergency information, like what doctor I would see, what hospital we would go to, whatever. And so I was supposed to get information for that for today, which I knew, but apparently the information I got wasn't the right information. So now we have a list somewhere. It's in my purse. I know where it's at. A list of information they need for the I'm not used to talking so much, especially after my cold. We'll have a list. I have a list of information I need to get for my next appointment, so they can fill out the emergency information card or whatever that they're required to have. Water, it's been a problem for me the entire pregnancy to drink water. When I got my cold, I was drinking like 1.5 gallons a day. So I've tried to keep it pretty close to 1 gallon now that I'm getting better from my cold. So I'm not doing too bad on water anymore. I was sleeping on the couch, but I've moved back to the bed, which is not comfortable, but neither is the couch. And my last appointment, the baby was facing the wrong way, which I know is from me being sick and spending too much time on the couch and like in a reclined position. And I read that the couch is the #1 cause of C-sections or something like that, because the baby's facing the wrong way. But I moved back to the bed, I think, before I read that. It's not comfortable. Nick is already, my stomach is really kind of gotten sensitive, and Nick is always like rolling on it. That's why the baby's not co-sleeping with us this time. But yeah, it's not comfortable, but neither is the couch, so I might as well sleep in the bed. Cravings, I haven't really had any. I mentioned icing in my last vlog. I had my baby shower last week. I finally got that cheap icing that I was craving. I've also been eating quite a bit of oranges, but that's due to the cold I had, and they were on sale. And they weren't even cheap. But for some reason, they called out to me, and it was good. Nick didn't get our cold. Jesse and I got a cold that's lasted more than a week. I think I'm in week number 2 or 3, and he's in week 2 or finishing week 1 of his cold. It's rotten, but Nick was eating oranges, and he wasn't home with us, so. My weight gain, I weighed just before starting the vlog, so I would know. I am at 30 pounds gained, which is the same as I weighed myself last week too. So I'm at the same weight as I was last week, which is good. I don't want to get any more. I don't want to gain any more. I think 10 pounds or 12 pounds lighter was the most I weighed with Jesse. Can't tell though, because I felt huge with Jesse, but I weighed more when I started this time, so I'm not as healthy. I need to be healthy again. Nick and I finally agreed on 2 names. One boy name, one girl name. Just kind of came up in a conversation. We were sitting eating dinner, and Jesse was talking it about a country, and my mom swears that when she first talked to Jesse about after finding out I was pregnant, that country is the one Jesse said that we were gonna name our baby. And I was like, I'm not gonna name my baby after a country, but this sounds similar and I like it. And Nick was like, oh, I like that. So yay. And then he was like, well, if we have one name for this gender, we need to have one for this gender, so what do you think of this name? I'm not sharing them. Because last time I shared them, he decided that those were not good names. He'd never heard them before, even though they were on our list. I got a blinking light again. Every time I make a video, I get a blinking light. I don't know what it is. Insurance. We last vlog I made, we had gotten insurance through Nick's school again. I hadn't given it to the midwives because I figured they weren't going to cover me, but they wanted to take it and see anyway, which is totally fine. And today, the lady who's in charge of finding out. Alright, I almost finished, but I filled up a whole memory card. I need to get a bigger one for the birth if I can get Nick to record any of it, because that was like 12 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm long-winded. Anyway, the insurance, the lady at the midwife center, the birth center, who's in charge of making sure, working on the insurance stuff, she said that our insurance company is giving her like a really hard time. Like, they wouldn't tell her anything over the phone. They sent her a booklet that she's got to go through and figure out what they're going to cover. And so yeah, I'm glad I'm not doing that. That's why I didn't want to do it in the first place. I'd rather just pay for it than go through the work. Last vlog I mentioned how it looked like it was going to be difficult to get a birth certificate. I ended up deciding to go ahead and become a California resident. I haven't got my driver's license yet, but it should be in the mail. I have, and I had to register my car, and I had to pay like over $200 because I didn't do it when we first moved here, which is a whole load of BS because Nick is a student. We don't have to register our car here. whatever. Anyway, and they wouldn't take my paperwork because my paperwork says my name or my mom's name because I had my mom on my loan when I bought it, which I swear my mom and I had it taken off, but apparently her name is still on there somehow. And even though it said or, they wouldn't take it. So I had to send this paper to my mom, and she had to sign it and send it back. And the first open appointment is the 29th. Or the 28th, but I didn't want to go in the 28th because I want to go in as soon as they open so I can get in and get it done, not be waiting at all, even though I have an appointment. So I took the appointment the 29th. Nick said we'll have a baby by then, and I'll be ready to leave it at home for an hour or so, which I can do that. He'll have to take the morning off of school to stay with the kids, but whatever. And even if I don't, it's in the morning. If I go in labor, I don't care. They can deal with it. I don't care if my water breaks on their floor. I'll be like, well, you should have taken my piece of paper when I signed it like a month ago. Anyway, bras are still an issue. I finally settled though. I got some cheap cotton ones. They were like 2 for $14 at Walmart online. So I bought 4 for like $20-something. Yeah. I figured cotton, it's got that give. It can stretch a little. They're a little too big around, so I put them as tight as I can. And it's okay. They do the job. The cups are a little small, but they're cotton, so I just stretch them, make them work. I am tired of dealing with a bra issue. I spent my entire pregnancy and I can't find bras that fit. Well, unless they have underwire. I can't wear underwire anymore. It's starting to bother me. I can't show you the kids' room because my battery died. I had a minor freak out when I was starting up the vlog. I turned the camera on, was about to press record, and then my battery died. It took me forever to find the charger. I was like, dude, I gotta find the charger before I have a baby. It was sitting right on the table. I was looking like all the places I would put it away, but it wasn't put away. I feel like a dummy. I would show you the kids' room. I rearranged it. The people who will see this are probably my friends on Facebook anyway. I've seen the pictures. Yeah, so I rearranged the kids' room. The crib got recalled. I'm so glad I posted a picture of it on Baby Center. Somebody told me all the cribs made by that company got recalled. Good to know. We ended up buying a new one. It was expensive, even though we had a % off coupon. Oh well, what you gonna do? I guess. Oh, belly shot. Totally forgot. Alright. See if I can back up far enough. I don't know if you can see that. It's the belly. Really kind of feeling large. See I still got it any. With this ugly little mole inside. And my ugly stretch marks all over. Alright. I think that's it. Probably like a 40-minute video now.